Other shit.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I've been waiting for this one. I know right now we on a different platform, but it's cool. This is Zoom. It's not Riverside like we usually use, but it's still professional. And it got all of us on it. That's all that matters. Welcome to another Turfn Talks podcast. We've been doing this a little over a year now, which is fire to me. We've been waiting on this interview for so long. I'm talking at the same time. You see, my lips ain't closing, right? So
we finally did it. We finally did it. We finally got it together because it's lament. Like this is.
So I gotta say, shout out to all y'all for following. I always start off like this, man. Go to YouTube, subscribe. We get in there. TURFN_101. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. First of all, Instagram, same handle. It's TURFN_101. Look at the videos, like, share, subscribe. We've been doing this for a year. We got a year full of clips, interviews, some great stories on there. Another great story coming right now. Shout out to Nettie.
Two of them.
My co-host, she was sick. She was sick a couple of I think the last interview, we shouted her out, but she's back in full effect here. And then we got this special interview we've been waiting for so long, man. These two coming right here. We got the essence of dance hall. Our crew great right here. And we got, y'all already know who it is, man. We got very arguably the best glider on the planet right now. Storyboard P, man. I'm giving up. Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing, Nettie? Nettie? How you feeling about this one right here?
Well, I'm very excited, being the queen, you know what I'm saying, of art culture, being able to meet the kings of theirs. It's a real big honor. I would have missed this for the world, you know what I'm saying? And again, I do apologize to our followers for my, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here again, and this is one of the highlights, of our interviews for me, and we got a double whammy. So I'm really excited. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To learn more about these supermen, you know what I'm saying? And, do what we do, get that light out there and get that real shit down.
Yeah, good one. We're gonna learn some history. I'm just saying that I appreciate you guys for coming on to the Turfn 101 platform already off top from another culture, which is helping shed light on all street dance cultures by y'all. Everybody that come in and sharing their stories, we get to hear so much and about the other sides of things, not just turfing. This is what I love about turfing, because the turf is any point in anybody's hood. You come from the struggle, you could come and speak on. Has really not too much to do with turf dancing. It's just where you from. So let me stop talking and get into this, because everybody want to know who we talking to, right? So this is my first question. This is for both y'all. One can answer. Whoever want to answer first, cool. The other answer, we'll just bounce it back and forth. So I start off all dancers with this. First of all, you got to tell the people, say your name, say where you're from, and the first time you ever danced, period. Your first move ever busted. No style, no nothing. Just, I don't care if you were 4. Let the people know. So who wanna run it off? Who wanna go first?
Cool. You want to start? I'll pop it off. You pop it off. I'm behind. Storyboard Professor is my full name. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Born in Brookdale Hospital. My first time dancing was at a family party, and it was for a couple dollars, and I ended up losing the battle. But we was doing the butterfly and all these different dances. That was the very first time that I was like, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go out of my way to dance. And then time with my grandma and my mom dancing and around the house and stuff like that. But yeah, if you talking like freestyling and all that type of stuff, that came later.
Yeah, no, we was talking. I'm talking about exactly what you meant. Like the first time you can remember, like I danced and I did it for something. So like you talking about butterfly, that had to be back in the day. Like, so
Yeah.
I gotta ask you this on top of that. How did you did you already know the butterfly, or was it one of those where your mama just pull you out at the barbecue? Just baby, go ahead.
It was kind of like you knew dances. It was either you was brave enough to show that you knew the dance, or you communicating with somebody, so you being funny, so you do a dance or something. Like, yeah, it kind of started off social, like, just being cool with people and seeing people when music was on, what people were doing. and then you just start communicating really.
It's expression. You still understood the expression of things young. You knew you felt good when you danced. And you knew you was gonna win that money. That's how I started. For $5 doing the Brookfield. We was at this 101. Another butter, you get all that. It comes with it.
Hey, so do you remember who you lost to in the butterfly contest though?
I lost to a little kid on my block.
Okay, okay.
And yeah, it was on my block, and I was crying, and I was upset. And the song they was playing is Return of the Man.
You threw
did you go get that ones back, or did you just take the L? Did you take the L, or did you need that back? Did you go try to
I was finished. I couldn't take the pressure.
right then, because you story that P stands for pressure in my head.
I was probably like 5, 6 years old. Probably like 5, 6. Yeah, probably around that time.
Okay, Akko, what about you? So let the people know where you from and the first time you ever busted a move.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Akko. I'm originally from Trinidad. The first time I remember dances was at my auntie's house, my mom's sister back in Trinidad. It was to calypso and soca. And that's how I started seeing a lot of the whining and try to mimic what I saw at the age at 4 or 5, because that's something they push from a young age. And as I mature, you start getting into the artists like Marshall Montano and the dance hall within Trinidad. And I had a neighbor who was Indian. I started getting caught up in the Indian culture and watching those moves. So I started learning that from between that 5, 6. But I wasn't fully embedded in it. I just seen it and I tried to do it, try to whine or do some soca for carnival. So that's culture back in Trinidad.
So the dance styles you said again, you said was soca and what?
Calypso.
Calypso. So for the people that don't know, can you paint a quick picture? What does that look like? Calypso and soca. What does it look like as a
So
style?
soca is more of a hip motion, whining and controlling your hips. Because when you whining, if I had to break it down, and you dancing with a woman and they are walking. So you had to learn how to whine with a woman and walk. And carnival in America, it's called a Labor Day. So whatever she did, you had to catch her. You have to draft with her. If she went low, you got to go low. If she go up, and you walking with it.
Yeah.
So that's when I started understanding hip control, my rotation of my hips. Whatever she did, I had to catch her draft. And calypso is more so where you see it's more of a leaping, the jumping type of soca. Calypso, where's a little bridge of hip hop and jazz. So that's what calypso is in Trinidad. And then soca is I won't say the word, but wind down. So it's a little, I mean, so those are things I started seeing growing up and picking up the style of when I started dancing. And I used to make fun of because I'm bow-legged and pigeon-toed. So I looked like I was already walking and whining already with my legs. So those are little things when I was young. Yeah, yup. I used to fall. Yeah. So that was my cheat code as a kid. I already looked like I was dancing already. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
you want to go?
as both of you guys' dance journey began, and it's around the same age, you're talking about 4 or 5, although generations is different, right? What were some of you guys, this is still before you got to your style, what you do now. What were some of your like early influence that helped shaped your dance style before you start doing something specific? Like, who are some of your early influences?
You want to pop it up, Akko?
Yeah, my influence was pretty much what I see. I'm very visual, imagination. But when I saw it physically, it was my auntie and my uncles and people dancing. And when I started trying to do it myself, certain songs used to come on back in the days, 1990, as I mature. It was the song called Cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, $1. And all she wanted is dollar, dollar. So I should try to mimic the hit, shift, and then rhyme. So that started growing on me because I saw it on TV. With Marshall Montano, all these great soca artists that performed, they had dances. So that's when I started grabbing to it. And second, Michael Jackson was everybody's thing in the world. So I should see certain moves I try to mimic. And that kind of started bridging I started fusing everything together, watching Michael, watching the soca and calypso artists back in Trinidad. I started coming into my dancing identity unknowingly.
Okay. And do you mind giving us a timeline so people can get a grasp of what you're talking about?
In 1990 was when cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, $1, and And I was really just dancing with family and doing things.
Right.
And when I came to the States in 94, but I remember certain songs in 93, 92 that started coming. And then one day we was in America in 94 in East New York. And that's when I started coming into myself, because that year we didn't go anywhere unless my dad took us. So it was to family functions,
Right.
and that's it. In the
Do
yard.
you mind me asking you, in 94, what age were you around in 94? Let's say when you
I
got
was 14 at the time, 14,
14.
going on 15. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I love stories. You
Like
Yeah.
really up there, bro. Y'all hear this? He talking about 14 and man,
was it 90?
1994. Yeah.
94, 94.
Yeah. East New York. My old school was IS 218 in East New York, that by Cypress Hills. And then I used to come home and then go hang with my dad, and he'd take me to my cousin block in New Lots, and I should go dance over there.
So what would you call the ACO style? Being that you have your New York side and your Trinidad side, what would you and I learned from a lot of the New Yorkers that together they come together because it's a lot of, it's a lot of Jamaican dance hall like culture down there. What would you call the ACO style?
The Akko style is
Style.
pretty much a combination of dance hall dancers entities. So dance hall to me in definition, like Trinidad had its own dancehall culture, which is soca and calypso, and their dancers. Jamaica had their own dancehall dancers, and then Brooklyn, New York had their own dancehall dancers in America as well. So for me, when I saw everything and was through the lens of Soul Train, I saw a lot of the dancers on Soul Train, but I didn't know who they were in the American culture. So I was trying to mimic what I saw, but what I already had. So my style is pretty much the Aku style is pretty much my interpretation of what I saw and visualized, and I regurgitate it.
Okay.
The way that I express myself within my own body, my own imagination of freedom of expression, right? So I do everything, but once I spit it back out, it come out differently through my style, my body.
Okay.
So I will see the Nolinga, basic Lolinga style. And
Okay.
once I do it and through my style of dancing, it would have like a soca twister it or a mix or a hip rotation. So it's no longer the same move.
It's yours.
Because I used to hate going into a party and everybody doing the healing toe one way. I don't want to look like number 5. I want to do it differently.
Yeah.
So my Aku style is showing my expression of how I will take something and put something on it and spit it back out. It's like the seasoning to the food. Like it's just different.
You hold on to that point, because I want to get back to you, because now we at 14 when you hear. I got a specific question about that. So P, what about you? What are your earliest influences that
All
like
right,
style?
so dance, you say street dance is like I always saw it differently. Like street dance was everything outside, everyone's motion, the way people responding to music, the lingos that take part. Like I started off in my after school program dancing Jackie Robinson, and they had stepping, they had dance,
Mm-hmm.
and in my neighbor, every block had dancers, people that were nice at dancing. So it's like I was outside a lot, so we went around to every block, and a lot of dancers was like, "Yo, you got to get on Flex. You got to get on Flex. You got to you got to tune into that." So those dudes on my block was tuned into that, but they was it was like late around like Juve night going into Labor Day. Everybody would bring out the big speakers and would dance. And so I was always around it, like growing up. Like I was around battles and like different shit. And then, I had family members that was well connected in the industry and stuff that was in my life up until certain times with them. Yeah, I love my big cuz. He opened mad doors for me. When I was young, I was into modeling and dancing and storytelling, like putting Yeah, so yeah, like my first film screen HBO when I was 16 years old. I did my first film.
Wow.
Yeah, it was called
Oh, go ahead.
nah. It was called It was called Losing My Way, and it was about being bipolar and having PTSD and maneuvering through it with poetry. And yeah, it won a lot of awards and stuff like that. But yeah, that like my inspiration was like the streets, like really being outside and going to block parties, going to talent shows, going to different schools, dancing with niggas in the hallways, like truancy, getting caught, like, oh, it's not your school. What you doing over here? Y'all dance battling.
We all got familiar stories with that, I bet.
And P, what would you tell the followers? What would you tell them your dance style is specifically? We know you have a wide range of dance styles. You very see you were whoa.
Mutate,
Mutation?
mutation.
Okay, we got it.
Transmutation. That's what the world know me for. They know me for that mutation.
Okay.
Like it was good when y'all did it, but we remixed it. We
And I could relate to that now with the mutation because that's what I was doing back then without the word mutation. So that's why me and him like so close with the dancing
Right.
because you changing it up and mutating it and having a different
it's
vocabulary.
always changing, always growing,
Yeah,
always
got it.
always evolving, always
That's so that's the
eclectic.
direct definition of mutation. I
Yeah.
have to get it. I got to get it. That's nice.
Yeah.
Here.
What they say, Clacky?
Cool. So now we're into y'all are getting into dance, right? We you got your acoustic style storyboard. You getting in them your mutant style. So let's take y'all both back to the let's say around the age of early high school, ninth grade. Most of us are like what 14, 15, something like that. Who are some of the first people that you were around with, dancing with, or did you do this by yourself for a long time until you got older? Like, who are some of the people that helped you?
So
Yeah,
let me go first.
It depends. It depends, bro. It depends if what you want to do.
Yeah, so for me, when I first came here, it was junior high, IS 218. I wasn't around nobody. I was kind of my dad was real strict, so out around family. And on the block I was on in New Lots, which was also people that my family knew and friends. So
right.
when I started going to high school was Wingate, and that's when I linked up um with Rohan, um with Rohan going to high school. And then in the sty, it was me and Icky who was my first connection in the sense of dancing because he knew my sister that went to Boys and Girls. That's how me and him linked up in
So,
90.
so Rohan and Iki, what style of dance did they do?
Iki was broke up in at the time. That was the term. I was already dancing my own way due to my influence with the soca and then looking at martial arts movies and trying to mimic what I saw with Jet Li back in 91. So little things I was doing, trying to show my family on the block what I was able to do. And that's when I birthed the Aku Walk. They call it the walk. A DJ actually remember it, and some people over there that I forgot due to my combat related stuff. I lost memory. So they had to remind me, hey, 94, you did the walk. I was like, that's what you called it? I called it the Aku walk. So when I got to the sty, they were highly in like, whoa, this is something different.
Right.
Because Bruckup just landed, but I was doing something total opposite of what Bruckup was doing. Because they had the one shoulder pop, the shoulder build up. I was Bruckuping with elbows, hand, neck, everything. And they never seen that before. So at the time, Icky was in the style with me. And when I went to school, I was with Rohan every day.
Right, right.
So they was learning from me how I was in my understanding of my expression, and they never seen that before. So Icky caught on. Rohan started seeing it, and then I come back to the style and dance. So Fulton and Albany is where it made a stamp. Like there was if I remember the name because years I ain't been around that area. But I think I went there one time, and it was Melly and Payo, like Peso. Melly and Peso. Those are the two names that stuck to me with Icky. And a other person that Iki brought around me was Poba. I call him my brother because he was real close, and he started coming and learn. And once I start,
Wait.
Velpoba, yeah. Yeah, so it was kind of like a bridge. Iki is the first I met dancing, and he was impressed. So he started bringing me around to everybody's show. Like, this guy cool, and he's just killing stuff. At the time, I was not caught up in the hype or branding of the name or making a move. I was just happy to dance.
Right.
I mean, so I didn't get caught onto the bigger picture of how they were seeing it, where it became a lifestyle and people work. That wasn't me. I was just happy to dance. So that happened for some years. And then a lot of moves were influenced in the way that I dance. And that's what it was catching on in the Bed-Stuy, where Fulton and Albany reminded me, you left a influence, a style, a wave. And I was like, really? Because I left and joined the military in 99.
Right.
I left, but I joined in 2001, but I left Brooklyn in 99, and I didn't know all that was happening. I came back to them telling me this what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, snap. I mean, so I didn't know my dance style was so impactful at the time.
Right.
So a lot of the things people do now is because of what I left them with.
Right. That's fire.
Legacy.
Legacy. What about P? What about you? When did you get into, like, when did you first start connecting and meeting other people that did this, that did the style that they do in your generation? It's about breath up and Flexn. So what was your connection? How did you get into that?
I was outside. I'm from Eastern Parkway and Ralph. Like we we was we was on foot, on our feet, traveling, on the bus, on the train. But where we was at the dance, it was just everything that we was about, what we was doing. Like we practiced all night long. Shout to my guy Smooth, man, the original Smooth Devin. Like my Bad Company fan, my Fully Loaded fan. Yeah, it's a lot of different people that was dancing, Double Jeopardy. Like the day that I was outside dancing, it was a lot of group. Ricky Smiley, like because it was still emerged, it still was in one with the Shata dancing. So the Shata dancing and Flexn, or it was all one box.
So let's explain to the people, what do you mean by shadow dancing? Can you describe it?
It's like Shata dancing will be what Aku style what that would be. It'd be declared under. It's like
Right.
it's like a shot. It's like a rude boy dance.
Oh, I get what you mean. Like a gangster. It's like a gangster shit. Like,
yeah, but
yeah, like what we call a turf dance, we call hood shit. It's the same. When hood,
yeah,
turf dance first. Yeah,
I'm just abbreviating it because it's a certain way that a person with shot to dance, and it's a certain flow with it.
I need to learn
Just like clubbing.
yeah,
If you just clubbing, or if you just listening to the music, like it's like a certain thing take over your body, like when you really one with that with your style. Like, so we all come from the dance hall. Like the dance hall is where we all come from. Do any forms of flexing and broke up and all of that, it's all on the dance hall. Like,
Yeah.
it's just where in the intersection, where in the interstate you gonna meet somebody, how fast.
right.
Yeah. And a lot of
Go ahead, somebody.
yeah, so a lot of when they look at the Shaka style, I tell people my mindset when it comes to dancehall, it was what are you able to do when you see the moves? And respect to all the entities within dancehall, Burgle, the John Hype, the Ding Dong, all the moves. I can never put the actual word bruck up on it, because if I'm doing the butterfly, I'm not bruck upping. If I'm doing the burgle, I'm burgling. If I'm pepper seeding, I'm pepper seeding. And if I take it and I mix it with the prong, with the burgle, and I strike you with a butterfly, that's not this dancehall. I'm having fun. Now, when I looked at
Thank you for making sense. Like it's kind of coming toward our culture.
Yeah.
You say in the perf culture.
Yes.
Like I understand that you're doing this, you're dancing, you're doing all styles, but when it comes to turfing, like you said, no, this is doing this. This is the Aku style. This is the you broke up. This is different. Like it all becomes.
Yes. In respecting entities. Yes. And I say that, like, for example, yourself, you're a great dancer. And somebody box you in and say you turfing. No, I am me. I took this, I put this, and I did this, and I put an art on the wall, and this is my picture. How you can tell me? But I have to respect the other artists that I gravitate to, I pull from. So when I looked at Soul Train, and I've learned later on in my years, I'm 44, I'm now understanding who I was looking at on Soul Train due to the new generation of dancers that came after me that were more, that had a higher vocabulary and history on the dance that I didn't have.
Right.
So when I was dancing back in the days, all the way up until I left, there was no cameras. If you saw me, it was too late. If I catch you on a block party or at a party, you couldn't prepare for me other than when you saw me that day and that moment, and I left with an impression. So that's what I think made me great. And now today's a lot of camera watching, studying, and preparing and mimicking. Is like, no, you don't have your own style. You got to get into your bag. Now they call it labbing and going in the dungeon and training and all this stuff. But I respect all the vocabulary now, but a lot of the dancers lost that niche in them. Like, who are you?
Themselves, like by yourself, what can you create
Yeah.
on your own time to teach others to try to latch on?
Yes.
It's like you guys said, it's not only a mutation of style, it's a mutation of elevation. Let's branch off. Let's become mutants. Like we're teaching you how to, you don't have to be like us. There's a way to evolve in any style and make it your own.
Evolution, yes.
Yes, that's what I see with you. That's what I see with P. It's you guys. Yes, our thing is mutation. I can see why you say that. You feel me? Because it's not this. It's not that. It's what we've made it. And
yes.
else is. And
Yes.
we know that we're not doing this. We're doing this. Like
yes. And that's where I always had, and me, when I used to look at certain cartoons, one cartoon stuck out to me when I was younger. And I always applied in dance, and it was Peter Pan. So as a dancer, you have to stay what made you who you were when you were younger. That child in you, that kid in you, that imagination. And stay in Neverland. If Captain James Hook gets you, you become an adult. And that's when Peter Pan lost his powers.
Hey,
and
we
when
gotta,
he found his way.
we gotta quote that for you. That's Oppo. That's from Oppo.
That's my stuff. So when you saw me coming back after 25 plus years of no dancing, been in the Marine Corps, combat, government, I work that now, and I'm now coming back outside this year.
Right.
I had to find what made me who I was, and that's what I remember when I was younger. I had a Peter Pan it. I had to get back in my kid mode. You know what I'm saying?
This is a question since we're talking about, you guys have grown up, you perfecting this style, right? Which is still, man, African descent culture, Black rooted,
of course,
right? So in New York is a big hub for entertainment and hip hop. So I want to ask you this: as you guys are doing this and you're noticing that it could become something just bigger than the street dance, what was the scene like in New York, and what was your fight against? Because, for example, I know there's like hip hop is heavy out there. You hip hop dancers, you got choreo dancers, you got other street styles like the Harlem. Like, how was it? Was it an uphill battle to get the Caribbean based style, like seeing in videos and all that type of stuff?
Yo, to be honest with you, when I was before I really started dancing, started going outside, was in different videos for Sean Paul and all of the videos, the Elephant Man video that they was in it, they had moments and stuff. It was always cool to see that. But then around 2007, 2008, we turn up the volume and how many videos you could be in, flexing, so it was the volume got turned up, and then it started crossing over in the blog era.
Time to put on with a culture.
it was a certain time. So like classic Storyboard P was vicious. Like I was getting like 30 million a night, like views and shit. Like it was crazy.
Mm.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
And mine was different. I didn't
Yeah.
have that experience because it was from 94 all the way up
Yeah.
to 99.
You
I didn't
wasn't
get
no
that.
social media area at that time.
Yeah, I didn't have none of that. Straight
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about classic YouTube shit.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
when Aku was away. Like they built it like a couple billion on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for real. Like I wouldn't even be saying it.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that the street style that you guys do out there, right? Do you think when it comes to like modern, what they call modern hip hop choreography, do you think it's respected still street style? Do you think street styles is respected, or do you think like hip hop kind of holds up like
We got their
oh,
foot. We got their foot on their necks. That's what's going on. Like, look, everything's first class mutant.
uh-huh.
Everything's first class mutant. Like, whoever feels a way about us being good at what we do, like, drop a clip. Get active. Like,
Come get out. Come get.
show what your style is about because we over here mutating.
Right.
we over we over here saying like shit, this is like
So Akko,
yeah,
Akko, could you see Akko style? Could you see 3-4 people right now Akko style in a music video 2025 right now behind a major artist?
yeah. See, look, I just finished performing with Daniel Caesar,
Yeah.
mutating with Daniel Caesar and Ars. Ars is the dude who put together Sunday service for Kanye. Him and Ellen. That's family. Like these my people. So every week, at least each week, we going viral each week. Just playing around with clips, throwing clips up when we feel like they go viral. Like
Accident. Ain't that that's our phone. Let me
no,
get if that's because you one of the God, y'all the legends. It goes that way. No effort. Ain't got a downplay nothing, just raw shit. You understand me?
yeah, God,
I'm
yo,
excited.
God be so in control. Like I really be listening to that these days. The shit is like I was like a clip I just threw up went viral. Like I just did Red Bull. We turned Red Bull upside down.
Yeah. Yeah. Real.
We bodied that team. Like they started doing routines and shit. Like, come on, man. You can't come on.
They got the juice, and you know that
Yeah.
respectfully, we got to fight on that floor, and
Yeah.
we the raw ones. Like, why we got to play this?
Like for me, when I was dancing, I was getting battles, but people were scared. They was getting first round, or they didn't want to battle, or they were impressed by what I was doing. Because back then, when I was dancing, when I was showing people the moves, there's a lot of hip hop dances or people trying to learn how to glide and
This is what I was talking about, like what the style.
so there was, yeah. So when I was outside, nobody wanted to smoke. If they wanted to smoke, they was getting clipped on the first move
Yeah.
because they was stuck in what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My footwork was really crazy from the aku walk to the aiku walk to the pivots, the glide, the hip. Getting down in the matrix, my legs was very flexible. I was able to go down in the split and wind back up into the aku walk and drunk. It was so much happening.
Well, boy, I need to know some of y'all tactics because you was
Yeah.
me down. Whoa, like I
Yeah.
be trying to be extra clean because honey, changing and all that shit right there.
Now getting back. Now I'm 6'1", 240, so I'm getting back. So
Right.
I just started this year getting back. So it's been years, you know what I mean? So a lot of my moves came from, I'm gonna keep it honest, a lot of the functional moves with the dancer came from karate movies when I was studying it at home and when I went back outside, I had a barrier between my accent and communicating with everybody who didn't have an accent. Because back in East New York, I went through a little phase where I used to like to fight a lot because people were trying to bully me. So I didn't like talking. I wanted to dance and smoke you, or we gonna just go at it. So when I was trying to break down a lot of the things I was studying through the kung fu movies and watching certain things, I had to give people certain information to show them how I was processing it from the basic level. So when I was showing it, I would reference certain things or I would have words that I use in my language. Hey, this is what I've learned. This is a scroll. This is part of the move. this is getting into the horse stances. This is why you do it with your hips, but they didn't have the hip rotation. So I was able to go down in the split, come back up in a wind, jump in a horse stance, and look like Jet Li, and come out into a butterfly. I don't know how I did it. I just did it because in the moment, that's what the DJ was running. Yeah. So a lot of the dancers didn't understand. I couldn't go drop a list of new songs to play. I was just dancing whatever the DJ ran.
Yeah, you sound like creative. You sound like
I had to be creative.
We be like, hey, just put. You know what I don't like? I'm gonna say this about a lot of battles now. It seems like a talent show to me. If you can come with music, it's a talent show. Literally, like you be like, yo, the DJ put something on and you just get down. Like
you get down, and then that's why you see my style. Yeah. If you look at, I could play a song 5 times. I'll dance it 5 different ways. Because certain things I might catch this time from the song by a word, an element, or the mood I'm in, and I just express it. And the best what my body do, if I could see it in my imagination, far as the shadow, the Peter Pan in me, I would do it physically. Now, I mean, I'm limited now, but
But you've created people to keep it going. Like what you guys are doing, what you, P, are doing. Like when I was talking to my little bro, Venom, like he let me know that, P, you're one of the OGs, the matriarchs. A lot of what you guys both are doing, it's like there is no competition. Even though sometimes I know we feel like, no, y'all gotta know. No, they know you guys have literally paved the way for people to understand how to do something different. Like, which is amazing because people want to be like y'all. They want to learn from y'all. You guys are the ones to be beat, no matter what the case is. You guys are like both, you know what I'm saying, in your guys' city, in your guys' culture. People can put it how they want to next to you. Like P, like when you get to Red Bull, it's like these people, they cannot even possibly do what you do. But to even be in the ring and to be next to you and to be around you, it's like, even if I lose, I win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got a question.
I see what I'm up to.
I got a question for you, P. So this is an either or, because I want to know either or. Let's get a story in here, right? Either tell me this, bro. Do your very first battle? This is when you had a style and you do your style. Tell me your first battle or your hardest battle that you've ever had, or hardest challenge in dancer.
It was my battle that I lost was during summer camp. Summer camp. It was this kid named Hot Sauce. He was like a couple years younger than me, and he was Harlem shaking. I used to be in my little Harlem Shake shit.
That's where it started. The Harlem and the chicken head. Go ahead.
He smoked.
The straight Harlem shaking though. Hey, that shit is hard though, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, his style was mad aquatic. Like it was like, all right. So it's like, from young, I was like 11. But yeah, he smoked me. And then after he hit me, it was so simple how he did it too. Like it was effortless. Like it was like I was like, that's how I gotta give it to them. So then I ended up smoking him a little later.
You got to get back.
Yeah. Get him back. Did you get him back, P?
Yeah. But yeah, it didn't matter because he got me that first time. It was enough.
So let's talk a little bit about creation for both of y'all, right? You both move. And it's funny because I watched you before I called and I was like, man, I could see the originality in it. But it kind of is like it's like storytelling and cinematic because on our side, Turfn, we do that a lot. It's a lot of storytelling. And what is your mind frame for both of you guys when you're creating moves? Because I can look and tell that.
Oh my God! So you want to hear something funny? You want to hear something funny? So me, I cool. Like the way we cook up is like he would get in his bag and then I'll just get in my bag. But at some point, yeah, we let people know, yeah, that's my dog, whatever. But I'm already on it a certain way. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm really street dancing. Like a lot of people be saying they be street dancing, but they not street dancing. Like they don't understand it. Like
they're not street dancers, it's a difference.
Hey,
I look at
yeah.
y'all and I could tell that your body knows what it's doing from muscle memory more than you made some shit up and you're trying to show it to people. Like when I look, I can tell that you're moving with muscle memory and with flow. That's why I'm like, bro, what goes through your mind?
For me, it's just like I go into my creativity. I can say I Peter Pan it in my head. Whatever the song feeling, the mood I'm in, I let it go. And then I go back. And now I get the opportunity to go back and look at myself. I never had that.
I don't go to everybody else and then once you get that muscle memory, like you said, Raw, it's just it's like that. You obsess over how to make you cleaner. What would you do?
Ooh. Yeah. And then when I look at it, I'm like, oh, I did that. But then my body is telling me, all right, go back and try it again. And then I go back to the song and I get into another zone. Remember now, my energy changed. When I first did it, I was just like, let me see what this look like. Now I got a little bit more happier, a little more poppy. And now so as I look at it, I keep getting better and better. And I said, okay, my goal when I came back outside, this year, January, I went through a couple of surgeries and hindrance. So technically May was when I stopped because I had a major surgery. I'm still recovering. So, but I wanted the people to get to see who Aku was when they heard about me in stories without even knowing me. So back then, they thought I was just a story. They didn't know I was a real person. Aku was just a name they put to a fake story, but I'm actually real. So my goal was to give the people a something of what I look like back then at the age that I am, right? So when I go in, I'll just be going in my bag and I say, okay, let's see what will come out. And then I started catching back my motion, my legs coming back out, my legs moving a certain way. And for me, they get an authentic picture of Aku from when I started at 290 pounds, 80 pounds, coming all the way back down to 230. And I'm showing them I'm in the gym, I'm in the sauna room. I ain't not faking it. The Marine in me, I'm gonna let you see I'm in this fight. So I'm letting the young generation see, listen, I ain't asked for nothing, but I'm gonna let you see who I was. And if you feel that you could come get me, two things gonna happen when I'm fully back. I'm gonna make you sweat or you're gonna catch an L. Something gonna happen. Don't let this old man get you now.
Like my
You know
story.
what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna let you know.
Do you
I
want
got them young legs.
Yeah, talking about I am an OG, but don't get it twisted, youngster. Because I did the same thing, bro. I'm like, hey, I'm going to the gym. I'm in the lab. I done got hairline fracture on my ankle. Then the toe broke. You feel me? Knees swollen. But you finna get this L. You get this L. You know?
Yeah. And it's never like, I think what's happening with the dancehall community, everybody's serious and competitive in a way that they're being funny. And back then when I came up, I didn't have that. It was just being free, dancing. We had fun. And I think that's what's missing in the dancehall now. Like everybody getting back to what make it fun again. Why are we making it where we got to try to take somebody's head off? So
why it's funk? Exactly. No matter the aggression, like this should not get
have fun.
physical. It should be no funk. It should be no attacks on the person though. Like we just it's like you said, not only about the Peter Pan getting to your young boy, you feel me? That it's like y'all get into the kindness, the innocence again of the dance. Because other shit is taken away. It's taken away. Like you be so fired up, you forgetting moves, you got the cloudy vision, you can't even get out there and be free. You can't connect with the beat because your mind's still somewhere else. As a dancer, and I know for you, and I know for Storyboard P, like you guys free. Like it's supposed to
It's supposed to be free.
Yeah, you know, am I gonna get chimmed? Is this gonna happen? Is this we really not thinking of that. All that laugh, everything you do, none of that comes into part when you get like you feel me?
A lot of people bringing dark energy into the world, and I'm saying, what are we leaving for the kids? I had something to run to, and because of bad stuff, and I was gonna say I stayed on Lewis Ave between Lewis Avenue, but Fulton and Albany was what made me feel good. They used to come get me. Icky should bring me up to the block, and I saw everybody as a kid. We all having fun. So my goal is when I get back, I don't care who you is. If you think you can't be touched, I just want to share the floor with you and have fun. I might hit up Turf 101. Like, what are you doing? I'm gonna pull up in Cali. Let's get this floor dance and put up and have. I'm not no fun. I'm gonna get better. We lab up, caught up, and have fun. I'm saying, and the reason why I gravitate me and Story connect so deeply because, again, the word mutation is constantly evolving.
Right.
Even though it's dancing, I also took it to an intellectual level where my professional life, my mental life, the things I do, the people I surround myself, I'm constantly mutating. I'm constantly growing. If it's not positive, it no longer serve me. It has to make me better because you don't know when your last day going to be here. So I put it in dancing. I had to have that positivity. That's why you see me smiling a lot while I'm dancing.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just having fun. And the more I do it, the more I express that energy. It's healing too. So it's Aku style. And I mean, I ain't with the funny stuff. Just have fun. If you feel like you that nice, then share the floor. Let's see what you can
Thank
do.
you. That's it. We can take it out. Let's take up all the room on the dance floor. Like they don't get it. Like, oh, like I don't want to argue a fight because that's going to deter you from this getting this. You know, let's have fun. Let's just free. Learn.
So P,
And I
how
don't want to
did
be
you get
boxed
into
in.
your
And that's why
space?
I like Storyboard P. When I saw him, people try to box me in as well. When they tell their stories, they take out a lot of my information or they'll try to put me in a little box.
Thank
Story
you.
just ran off. He did his thing.
No, there's no stealings. It's convertible life over here.
Space, P, like how he dived out. He just dove into how he got in his space. Okay, you have your space of mutations, right? The constant change and everything. How do you get into that? Is there something you do? Do you meditate all the time? Like, is this a constant space you're in every day through life, or is just a dance?
I'm at home. I'm in a lot of solitude though at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm in my head making rhymes. I do this shit all the time.
You just rhymed. I mean,
I was just gonna say.
look, he like me. We need a 420. We need a 420 friendly sponsor.
No. Check this out. The reason why I say that though, because you can watch a lot of the students or the people that that are mutants, right? And they all seem to get into this transformative space, like eyes are rolling in the back of their head and mouths is moving. And it's like it's literally like somebody starts like this, and then it's like boom, everybody's like transitioning to something else.
Yo, I said a wordsmithing like Webster with a gunless and corner change. I'm getting like the payphone and the bum sitting. Yes, I'ma make it like the crook salmon cop salaries. Cause see, I'm caged like Jamaican patties out the salad. And I'm slim like the gym in the packaging. The only way to package him, bubbles can't sure be in. And I do this head like bone in the rabbit's rear.
So we need to make this clear. We have a mutant and a rapper.
I'm high. I'm a little high right now.
I'm always high. Don't trip. You could.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really on here to support my bro Aku. Sometimes things begin to him like the sport we in, like it's a sport, like people it's a blood sport, like it's a blood sport. Like and you gotta be tough on the skin like, with like how you process situations. Cause it's people really gonna cut you short if you let them. Like if you let them like they gonna trip you.
You right.
But you know what I mean? This type of world we live in. So, I just try to stay wavy and like I got new joints. Got joints he be dropping. Like if you notice, if you go on my page, you see like joints that we got on all our pages. Like that's kind of like how we moving like a pack of wolves. Like kind of like
That's how you.
So what do y'all got going right now between both y'all? What can people expect?
Vado, like we dancing to that song. Got some footage already. Like Movado Big League. That's coming soon. Like I could tell you what was coming soon. Like what he got, but of course it's gonna be heat. But it's like kind of like how we be moving. Like niggas know we fuck with each other, and it's like all right, cool. But it's mysterious.
Are you gonna start teaching, or are you already teaching the Aku style?
I'm not really teaching it because of my professional career, what I do for a living. So my hours is going during the day. So I will find time to teach. But right now my purpose is to try to get a full package back. I'm cutting the weight. I'm getting back in my bag.
Yeah.
A lot of things are coming back to me. I'm also, again, mutant in the sense of learning some of the new styles as well within the dancehall community. I'm very impressed with what has happened over the years. All right. So it'd
Oh,
be
that's amazing.
it would be selfish of me to come out here and act like my style back then and all 25 years of new creation has happened. So my goal is now to see, based once I get back fully and I embrace the new culture and what they're doing, what that looks like when I spit it back out. What mutated.
What's your reaction to the new style? Like, but my question, I know people been breaking. Were they, first of all, were they breaking back 94? Were people already bone breaking back then, or is that something that you seen that's
for
newer
me,
too?
it's okay. The way that I broke up, I was double jointed. So
Uh-huh.
I was the first one they saw broke up in. I use the word broke up, but the way that I dance with two hands, I would say I was more popping and twitching and all that, glitching. But when broke up came, the name broke up was put on to what I was doing.
Right.
So I was able to dislocate my arms, broke up with my shoulder, my elbows, and my head. So a lot of people didn't understood that. So that's why I think made me
Like,
kind of famous. I
Right.
mean, it's like a little pop. It's a pop with it, right? So for me, like I said, like Storyboard P, he got a whole new way of gliding, mutation, animation. He could speak on that, but I don't know it to the level he do. So I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to learn that, to see once I put that in the Aku style, what would that look like?
I need some of
What
that.
about the connections? Because so that means when you
Like,
left, you weren't seeing the connecting. When you came back, now they doing all this crazy connecting. Like, how did you first? How did you see that? What did it look like to you? What did it feel like to you when you seen it?
For me, it was, I ain't gonna lie, it's a whole nother storytelling with these
Yeah.
guys, right?
Yeah.
And my brain is, I mean, I'm a little older now, so I can't go that deep, but I know how to catch enough of it once I learn it, right?
They be going, man. Where they be going?
Yeah, these guys telling the whole new, it's like Chinese to me now,
Mhm.
right? So I respect it though. I respect it because it shows the IQ of these young dancers today, the level, how they see things, they connecting, they move in a certain way. I believe I could learn it once I understand it more, but
Uh-huh.
I'm a loner.
Yeah.
My job required me to be a loner because what I do for a living, where I'm at. But people around me to where I could start processing it. I want to know what I would do with it once I digest it in my frame, my silhouette, and I Peter Pan it. I ain't got there yet,
Yeah.
but I want people to see organic me dancing. I'm putting it out. It may look rough, it may look good. Ain't no hiding it because when I'm ready to come outside and hit the floor with you,
come
you're gonna
on.
see.
Get my ass in the gym now.
You
It's
know, I
healthy.
be in
It's
there
healthy.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and two, I'm out here, so I gotta keep up with these young people. You know what I mean, it's one thing to have success, but when you just out here just on your own, I can't. I gotta get outside. I love dancing, so my goal is to retire next year on my own, retire myself, and take dancing really, really on. If I could get there by next year, so that's the goal. If not, then I just keep doing what I'm doing as a hobby and try to push it as hard as I can. But like I said, I watch Turfn. I love the style over there too. So my mindset, come in and brush up with you guys. I mean, you teach one, show one, right? So
Yeah. Exactly.
and once I grab it, I'm coming back and I'm a Aku style it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm all about giving reference to something because what's happening in the community, when someone asks, where did you learn that from? I could say, well, the prong, this is what I do with the prong. But this is the entity, the person, the artist, the dancer that did it in Jamaica. Go learn that. That's where you're gonna get it from. But when I do the prong, this is what I'm doing with it. It's the Aku prong, the
Right.
Aku style. But if you want to get the Willie bounce, say the Willie bounce, go to this person. Or the Burgle, you saw what I did with the Burgle? Yeah, you did something crazy. Well, Burgle, Mr. Waukee, this is his video. This is who I learned it from. So a lot of gatekeeping is happening in the
Yeah.
community now where people don't
Things
want to
be like
share.
that in
That,
street-ass cultures across the board.
yeah, they don't want to
That's the
share it.
reality. Everybody wants to be to feel important in their timeline. They want to exclude the history kind of at times.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Yeah.
they're scared that you might learn and come smoke them. And I learned just the other day that people battling now, and there's no refereeing to say, okay, you lost. They ain't no go run to you because you
Yeah.
have 20 friends and I got 10 friends, and
Good
your 10
Lord.
friends say you won. now I gotta take a L because I don't have enough friends to support.
Thank you. And the no referee, and you're right. And that's why people are also not evolving. A lot of people can say, oh, the tournaments, oh, this is cool. No, people need to get their one-on-ones. There need to be referees. There need to be rounds. You know, give people reason to go practice. Give people reason to go study and to go look at themselves and someone else, and also to collab and work with other people. That's how the unity comes in. Everybody doesn't always be like, I don't want you to look like that or look like this. I want you to look like me. Everybody's not like that. It's like, you're very right. That's what's wrong with the battle scene. And that's why it's so segregated, and it's no longer a safe place of freedom, because it's a whole bunch of little
a lot of gatekeeping and everybody want to look. I don't want to see 25 Akus. No, I don't want to see that. It's one Aku. But when you start learning my style and I show it to you, and my goal is to take I'm trying to study your imagination. What do you see when you do this move? When I do this move, I picture myself taking a bulb out of the ceiling, spin it with a ribbon, and throw it across the room. So it may look different. Now, when you do it, what did you see? You might see it and say you doing your hair and putting your eyelashes on, and you dropped your fingers a certain way. That's your style now.
You know, the light bulb.
lashes is coming up.
So that's how I dance.
Right.
Yeah, so now you see my hand.
Wrong me. I'm like, hold on, dude.
Yeah, so part of my style, like I got the Indian background, you'll see me grab my fingers a certain way. It's a thread, then it's a ribbon, but I might take it and send up to the ceiling and grab something and come back.
Right.
Now, you might see that and regurgitate it in your understanding, and she might say, you know what? I took my hair, I threw it up, I stuck it in the ceiling, I'm spinning around, grab my hair back, bring it down. My makeup, whatever that's your style now. It's no longer mine.
Right.
So you're going to spit it out a certain way. And that's my understanding of the Aku style. Is like, if I'm teaching you, I'm going to teach you to be the best you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be me, but you can be the best you. And it might be better than me. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Just reference me.
It's from trying. Nobody does it anymore. Yes, yep. You got to come on out. You got to stay out. Stay out. You know, because what you guys are saying is what it's missing, and why there's no umph back in it. And it's not saying that it can't get back. And then people who have a problem with any of us being on the scene still or coming back at our ages, it's like, we left it to you. Everybody's been old, injured, working. We haven't been in the way. So now it's like you kind of rose us from the dead. It's like,
yeah. And that's what also I noticed, like I said, I've only been back a short period of time, and I was looking at it from a business aspect. What are we doing with 20 some years of dancing? What did you leave for the kids? Because you had it. We left it for you. Now you took it, got the baton. Did you hand it on to the younger generation? Did you pass it? Did you pass it down to that kid who was 8, 9 years old looking for a role model? Are you a mentor? Are you going to the schools and talking to these young kids? Because some of y'all were gangbangers. I wasn't, but I was around you guys to know. Are you going around on your off time and talk to these? That's what's missing. I know certain groups, I don't want to say the names, but they know who they are. They are doing that. Other groups ain't doing it.
But I know some too that are doing it, but they're doing it now that they've watched certain stuff like this or interviews. So now they're going out to the children.
Yeah.
But it's like, you guys still are not done with school yourself. So when you're doing it for the wrong reasons, there is no funding, there is no support, there is no real blessings from the gods of the universe, is because you're not doing it for the right reasons.
You're not, and they're not.
We all had different style. Everybody's now officially looking alike. And until they sit down, we also have to understand everybody can't go, because it's supposed to be free space, a safe space. And we can't overlook it or try to train it at this age, big old age. And there's a lot of kids in the way. You gotta come back. You feel me? Because us to really be able to sit down and stay down and be okay with retiring because we care, it has to be that. Or we're like, we have unfinished business and we the raw stuff. Cannot be. Nobody want to do nothing but watch. We're forcing ourselves in shit and battles and shit that don't want the smoke. Some of us, we want more of us out there, a bunch of us. And it's not even saying looking like us, but it's the elite. It's the free. It's those that can put it down for generations to come. Because we, even Turf, you guys that you broke up, you guys, Storyboard P, you're mutants. You feel me? You guys have created something different. So within all these years, that needs to be passed down for the next set of all these years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And that's, like I said, it would take some collaboration, setting up systems for the young generation, a reach program where the young kids would go vent. they have issues at home. That's stuff that helped me when I had a strict parent and I couldn't express myself. I went out and danced, and I was trying to get you. I mean, if that didn't happen, I'm in school fighting. So
So do you
a
do
lot
you,
of things is needed, you know what I mean, to get everybody back on board. I'm not saying they ain't doing it. It's just certain things I saw in certain communities that I said, hey, everybody doing certain things. Like I said, I liked what Poba did when he went out and reached out to a big group and I mean and shared information, and they created something that's us to do it here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's missing, a lot of talent, a lot of respect for the people that have done what they did. It's just pass it down to the young guys, let it get up there too. So a lot of them got personal issues going on and nobody to talk to mentor them and be older. Like, hey, talk to the young guy who's 17, 18, going through something. You know what I mean? You can't go talk dancing. He want to hear some life experience to help make better decisions.
the social media is affecting your culture? Do you think social media makes people, the youth, care less about history and more about becoming famous and
Of
viral?
course, of course, because that's what is considered. Like, I remember coming back and someone made a comment, look at my following. Who are you? And I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Like the man, I was surprised the comment was made, you know what I mean? Because of social media. So a lot of respect is not there no more because internet, and they don't understand the work put in. And even what was passed down is what made you who you are.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that people got now a lot of disrespect because their name is on it, or they build a story without knowing the true story. And then someone like me come back out and say, hey, I go way back before 99. I'm 94. Now you can't control my narrative. You can't go tell it. I could tell my story. And if any details is missing that you took out of it, I could tell it because I know what is missing from that story. Like in the military, I learned certain things as well. If I say, I might tell Turf, hey, the cat crossed the street. I'm going to tell you, the cat jumped the street. I'm going to tell a story, the cat ran the street. I'm going to find out who told it.
Thank you. You just told my gangster shit, and I'm gonna say,
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to find out who told it. So when you hear people try to pat you on your back and then you ask what you tell them, oh, I told your story, and many, I see what you did. You trying to gatekeep me. You don't want me outside because, you know, you told something that is not factual. And now people are misguided for 20 some years. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I respect the ones that stood up and defended my background, my history, and my influence with and to the point where I could come back and they know who I am to a degree, right? So,
Yeah.
but they put in the
Steve
work.
Show told me when I was talking to him, like, yo, you definitely need to speak in Aku. He's definitely for sure. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I
Yeah,
had
the rabbit goes deep down the road, but I knew some people, this is their livelihood, just how they make money. So I was not trying to come back and do anything to damage their career. But if someone asks me a question, I can't lie. I got a whole
right.
poly. I got to tell you the truth. So I'm a man of integrity, and I try to keep that to the best of my knowledge. Now, I always tell people an example is a day. If I see Turf this morning from 9 to 12, and I see Story from 1 to 5, and I see you, young lady, from 8 to 12 at night, and 20 years later, you ask me this day on the 2nd of November, who did you see? And Turf said, I saw Aku that day. You lying. Story said, I saw him too. All three of y'all told the truth. Now, I can't say you lying. And that's what's happening. People don't know how to understand timeline, events. Certain things happen. So you can't go back and call someone a liar, especially when you don't know them or don't know their background. So a lot of disrespect happening with these people. They don't understand integrity and good faith, do things the right way. It's all about protecting their image or whatever it is, right? But for me, dancing is a way that I can express myself. And if you feel that I do something, I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. And you show me better than you could tell me.
Respect.
Dance it out. You know what I'm saying? Another great dancer that I like to mention that I respect because he put in a lot of work is Lord Bust Out, Damien. Like, I respect that man because I paid attention to him over the years. No matter what he went through, he was dancing. I'm gonna give him a shout out.
Where is he from?
He's Jamaican. He in Brooklyn, New York. I just paid attention to certain things when I saw it, and I know he was one of the dancers that was back in my time. Even though we didn't cross paths, but I respect people when I see certain things because I heard of them. I think another dancer was Bingy. I heard of him. He was a great dancer too back in the days that I knew in dancehall. I don't know them personally. Just I know names when I hear them that was in my era. I mean, so um not far back that I remember in 94, but it was around when I heard 97, 96, 98, 99. Those dances was out and hot. I mean, I think one of them would go back to 95 too. So, but we was never crossing paths. You could hear certain names when you hear them. I mean, but for me, it was East New York and Bed-Stuy that made me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my connection to Flatbush was Wingate because me and Rohan, we danced every day, and he taught me shit. I taught him stuff. I don't know to the level like I used to him more, but a lot of my moves and influence went outside. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm here to see what I remember in my moves and let my body tell me if I did it or not. That's it, based on what I could do. So it's a lot. I'm working on a documentary. That's the future right now.
I was
But
just gonna ask that question. Tell the audience what's something to look forward to. So go ahead. You since you already
yeah, I'm working on my documentary. I'm working on actually getting outside and going to different part of the states and seeing what the other dance communities have in respect to what they did. I mean, my first real interview is with you, so I'm gonna come see you one day. Storyboard got a lot going on, so whatever he got, I'm supporting. And in maintaining the essence of dancehall and bring back that flow, that vibe, that positive energy, and all the internet talking and getting on live and this and I mean, I'm not with none of that. If it got to that point, yeah, I took it way far, and no one could actually stand on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with I like dancing. I mean, I like to share the floor with people. Boy, girl, I don't care if you're nice. I'm here to learn. You here to learn, and we exchange information. And you take it where you need to take it to. I'm planning to travel the country to the world, so I'm gonna go to different countries and outside of the United States. It's bigger, and people fail to understand. America is America, but there's a world outside of America. Travel.
Yeah.
If you can't do it here, go outside. Outside means outside.
Outside.
That means there's a world outside. I ain't say outside on your block, but there's a world. Travel the world, move with good faith, move in light, and make sure you create a path for others to do the same. You know what I'm saying? And not just you. When you come back, you got a whole list of dancers underneath you, and they can't get outside the country other than yourself. That's showing some type of it's not, you didn't get them outside. Create some type of way to put money aside. Like in the Caribbean, you call it susu. Create a dance susu where if you got a dance that's nice and you want to go out the country to go push out the style and pay his way as a community. You know what I'm saying?
Good idea, actually, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving
Yeah.
you, I don't care. You know where you got it from. You know what I'm saying? Create a susu. Every year, put the money aside, a $50, $100. Once a year, a dancer gets sponsored to go out and go do something. Not just you and have your face on it and y'all gatekeeping and every man for themselves. Yes, but it's a team. You know what I'm saying? And that's our problem. Yes, every man learn how to dance. Of course, that's your art. But when it comes to support as elders and people who've been around, create a way for them. You know what I mean? You never know. You know what I mean? So that's Aku style. It's not just dancing, it's also business strategy and promoting yourself and getting yourself out there. I'm trying to bring that to the table and give the young generation other ways of looking at things. I do understand that I want to say some understand business based on the educational level. And I have just share the information. I know things. Hey, I would say create a susu so they can understand that language. Brooklyn, New York is a bunch of Caribbean folks. They know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So create something, put something together, sponsor and dancer. Huh? Yeah, create a little susu. And that's what it is with the Aku style first class mutation. We were trying to create something that then you can look back and be like, all right, where you want to go? You want to go to England? All right, there's a dance show going out there. Hey, sponsor him. They fly out. He or she. And have something that everybody put in $50 a month. There's a bunch of dancers that could do it.
So we got,
Then you got both.
we're looking forward to a lot of collaborations, basically with Aku style, with the mutation, 1stClass mutants.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be crazy, especially when I go learn some of that turfing you got over there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cook it up now, and go from turf to surf. We're gonna go to turf to
Look,
surfing.
Rob, one of my teachers. Renee's one of my teachers.
Hey,
Y'all
you
don't
gotta
know.
learn that. Oh, once you learn the old school, bro, I'm telling you.
That's all. That's all I want. That's all.
I teach me some.
Hot winter. Hot winter.
Yeah.
It's a hot winter. We're gonna turn up. Like I'm all about collaboration and sharing information. I'm saying I want to see. You might see something I did, and you gonna spit it out different. Hey, you gotta drink, sit down, and lab up, and talk about some stuff in business and dance, and go back. And that's what we need to have. I mean, and then once a year, we all can link up a dance meeting. We all, and ain't no beef, nothing. Just show up at a spot, a beach, a resort. You chip in, have fun. You know what I mean?
The more collaboration, bro, the better between the styles.
Unity, yeah.
All of us. That's part of our mission too. This is why we have people from all over different dance styles, from everybody cleanly. No drama on the podcast.
Yeah, none of that.
To know everybody. Eventually, we can have our own little get-togethers where it's like, look, everybody. There's somebody from Memphis here. There's somebody from Chicago doing footwork. There's Aku there, and there's mutants, and there's
have fun and we spar up and no feeling no way because have some fun but make sure it's protection. We all adults and set it up. We have a dance party like where all 50 states, everybody just come in, meet up somewhere, we have fun. Like that's what I'm talking about. I'm not with the share it and get back in the frame of, like I said, Peter Pan. Air and water is my space. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Have fun. Today I'm here. Tomorrow I might be in Cali. Or I might be in Egypt. I don't care. I'm flying.
Make sure we gotta give before we cut out, y'all make sure you give the people, what are y'all handles, what everybody can follow you by on all your social medias that you got operating right now.
Oh yeah, you can find me on TikTok. Aku Trinidadian Guyanese is my TikTok. 1stClass Aku is my Instagram dance page, and Sultan Adrian Akko is my professional page, personal page. So follow me on there. You see what I'm doing. Pretty down to earth. I'm easy to speak to. I ain't too big I ain't bigger than the program, so I'm gonna let y'all know that.
Love it.
All right.
P, what about you, P?
Yeah, Storyboard P, BOARDP on Instagram. Yeah.
You over there nice. Hey, I can't hold y'all. I'll talk to y'all for hours, bro, but I want to hold y'all. So
I'm cool, man. You know how it is.
I appreciate it. This is not going to be the last time, but it's the first time, and it was amazing to have both of y'all on here and hear some history. You know what I mean? And just have y'all speak, and like when people are going to watch this, they're going to learn a lot.
We from different generation, cause I'm 30. I'm 35.
Right.
I'm 36.
I'm 44.
I was outside. I started playing outside 2000.
Right. So
yeah,
I'm 41. You 40? What? 44?
Well, yeah.
44, 41, 35, and then he is like around like 37-ish.
That's why a lot of the dancers, when they asking questions, and I find out you can't be coming to check me and you're 35 and don't know my background. Your teacher, I would say this, your teacher, OG, I'm your OG's I'm his teacher. So they know why I am. If they try to hide it, you know what I'm saying?
That matters, because it's like, yo, when I was 20, you was 10. That's different. So yeah, bro. Once again, hey, shout out to all the followers.
Much respect.
I know y'all gonna love it. Once again, subscribe, Turfn 101 YouTube channel, TURFN_101. Instagram, it's the same handle. We always got something for y'all. Can I get a dose today? I got a dose usually when I see him. Can I get a dose? You know? And what we got, P, can we come forward to the camera? We got that made personally. Where'd you say it was made at?
It was my guy Lilo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he out in Switzerland.
Here you go, in Switzerland. Okay.
Yeah, Stella Marte brought it to me. Yeah, he gave it at the Red Bull joint. So yeah. We about to
shout out again. Thank you, everybody. Hey, East New York started it. Bed-Stuy made me. Fulton and Albany, shout out. Melly, Peso, Kiki, Poba, Rohan.
Yeah,
Those
man.
certain people that stood out in my backstory and storyboard. You know, we family. So big up yourself. You done know.
Big up yourself, man. I would love to have you come back. Definitely, man. We got a lot more questions. I told you I didn't even get through the questions really.
Hey, another got you.
Yeah,
Family.
for sure.
We got
y'all be easy, man. Hey, thanks
respect.
y'all for tuning in. One more again. Turfn 101.
All right, peace.
Wait, let me